Before there were thrones on Olympus, there was fire. And before there was fire, there was Hestia. She was the firstborn of Cronus and Rhea, the first swallowed and the last released. When Zeus freed his siblings, Hestia emerged quietly, not with thunder or war cries, but with calm. From that moment her purpose was clear: to keep the flame that held the world together. While her brothers divided the heavens, seas, and underworld, Hestia claimed no kingdom. She took the hearth as her realm, a circle of warmth at the heart of every home. The Greeks said civilization itself began when humans first gathered around a shared fire. In that fire lived Hestia. She required no temples of marble, only flame that burned clean and steady. Unlike the tempestuous gods who quarreled for glory, Hestia's strength lay in stillness. She was the calm center of Olympus, the goddess who kept peace among immortals who seldom knew it. When disputes erupted, she tended the hearth, symbol of unity. She asked for no sacrifices of blood, only offerings of pure flame and fragrant oil. Every household honored her first and last, lighting her fire before all other rituals and extinguishing it only after. Hestia's virginity symbolized devotion to duty. Poseidon and Apollo both sought her hand, but she refused marriage and passion alike, swearing an oath to remain untouched. Zeus granted her the central hearth of Olympus and the privilege of being honored before all gods. Through chastity she gained independence. Her influence spread through every dwelling. In cities, her flame burned in the Pantheon, the public hearth. When a new colony was founded, settlers carried embers from their mother city's fire to light the next, linking every community by invisible threads of smoke. Where Hestia's fire burned, Greece endured. Without her, warmth, food, and fellowship disappeared. Her presence shaped daily life more than any god's. The hearth was the heart of the Greek home. Cooking, warmth, and prayer began there. When a child was born, it was carried around the fire to receive Hestia's blessing, officially joining the household. When travelers departed, they touched the hearth for protection. When couples wed, offerings of bread and oil were made to her, pledging harmony. Myths rarely speak of Hestia's adventures because her power was not in movement, but in constancy. She never left Olympus. Yet she was everywhere. Her silence balanced the noise of gods who sought attention. In that quiet she held the power of permanence, an element no storm could destroy. Artists depicted her modestly robed, veiled, or seated beside a steady flame, a staff in one hand and a bowl in the other. No crown, no chariot, no weapon, only serenity. She embodied dignity without demand. Her color was gold like the inner glow of fire, not its outer blaze. In philosophy, Hestia represented the hearth of the cosmos, the unmoving center around which all revolved. Some poets called her the heart of Zeus's household, others the earth's inner warmth. Where Hermes represented motion, Hestia symbolized stability. Together they formed the cycle of life: travel and return, speech and silence, change and home. Her worship reflected that philosophy. Every sacrifice to other gods began with a libation to Hestia, for no ritual fire could exist without her permission. Every city meeting opened with her invocation, asking peace before debate. Even in Delphi, where Apollo's oracle spoke, her flame burned beside his, proving that wisdom required tranquility. The Romans later called her Vesta, and her priestesses, the Vestal virgins, guarded her flame as the safety of Rome itself. If the fire ever died, disaster was expected. So too in Greece, letting a hearth go cold was seen as inviting chaos. Hestia's legacy teaches that civilization depends not only on heroes and warriors, but on those who preserve order quietly. She is the spirit of home, the warmth in winter, the peace after toil. Her gift is endurance, the fire that continues long after the thunder fades. When people gathered at dusk and light flickered against stone walls, they believed Hestia was there, listening but unseen. Her whisper was the crackle of wood, her breath the glow that turned darkness gold. She reminds humanity that true power needs no display. It sustains, it steadies, it lasts. Without the hearth, no empire can stand. Without inner warmth, no heart can endure. Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, the first and the last, whose flame still burns wherever peace, home, and unity are preserved. Educational storytelling, not religious content.